everyone and greetings. Today I'm here again bringing you yet another episode of Learning with Dr. Poornima George. Today we are going to learn the words some and week. Of course, the words and their homophones we are going to deal with in today's video under the series Whirl of Words. Before we embark onto the journey, let me remind you to subscribe to my channel and to like and share my videos so that we reach all those people who need this. You can find me on Facebook page Poornima George and also on Instagram handle George Poornima. Come, let's learn English together. S-O-M-E, some, has one more word, similar sounding word, that is some, which is its homophone. That is S-U-M, some, is the homophone of S-O-M-E, some. S-O-M-E, some, is used to denote a certain amount, a certain quantity, or certain number, etc. Let's look into an example for that, about number. Some like to travel by their own vehicles, whereas others prefer public transport. This is talking about the number. When we say some here, in this case, in this sentence, some means some people. Some people like to travel by their own vehicles, whereas others prefer public transport. So some here means some people. Let's take up another example to show how it talks about quantity, like how we can make use of some for quantity. For example, can you give me some water? In this sentence, we are talking about some water, some quantity, right? It is not specific how much quantity, so some quantity. A little bit it may be, or it can even be a little more than little bit. Okay, so just as a blanket word, we can make use of some. That is S-O-M-E. S-O-M-E, some, is also used to talk about indefinite part or amount. For example, can you give me some information? A part of greater information, that is some information. Then you can give him some of your clothes, which means part of your clothes, not the entire lot that you might have had, but then part of your clothes can be given to him, or you should give it to him. This is the way in which we can make use of the word S-O-M-E, some. Some can be used to denote unknown, unspecified, certain thing or quantity. For example, she met some guy on the road who showed her the way. When we say some guy in this case, we mean to say she had no clue about who that guy was, or he was not known to her. She met some random guy on the way and then he showed her the way. So to specify unknown, indefinite thing also, we can make use of some. Some can also be used to talk about a good length of time or good amount of something, etc. For example, I met him some years back. In this sentence, the word some is talking about a lot of years back. When we want to say that, you can also make use of some. I met him some years back. It was some time ago that we could see her singing. So in such situations as well, you can make use of the word S-O-M-E, some. Another interesting thing about some is that it can be used to express your, happiness, excitement, etc. For example, if you go and watch a concert where somebody has given a very beautiful performance, an amazing performance, you can say that was some concert. In this case, Some means it was a great concert which you have enjoyed a lot, etc. That was some scenery that I was a witness of, In such situations where you want to express your happiness about something, you can make use of the word some. This is an interesting thing about some. Now let's look into the homophone of S-O-M-E, some, that is S-U-M, some. Some usually means a large quantity of money. For example, they have paid a huge sum for her seat. Okay, when we say they have paid a huge sum for her seat, here the word sum means large quantity of money. A huge quantity of money has been paid for her seat. Sum is also used for the arithmetical calculation of addition. For example, we used to do lot of sums when we were in school. When we say that. So far, we have used S-U-M, sum, as a noun. Now let's use it as a verb. When we want to use sum as a verb, it takes the forms like sums, summed and summing. Let's take up an example. Khushwant Singh had told Amrita Preetham that her life could be summed up on a railway ticket. Here, when we say summed up, that means it can be concise to describe a person or something. Sum can be used to mean to concise to describe someone or something. That is summing up. Or you can use sum in this fashion. If you haven't been a witness to some interesting events that might have taken place, you can ask somebody, can you sum up what has happened today while I was not here? That means you are asking that person to give you the gist of the account that might have happened when you were not present at that moment. So in this fashion, we can make use of some in our sentence. You can make use of some in present tense, past tense and continuous tenses as well. Now let's take up another set of homophones, and they are week and week. Now let's see which week has what meaning. Let's take up W-E-E-K, that is W-W-E-K, week. See here, both these vowels are same, that is E and E. We have two vowels here, both these vowels are same. That means both our legs are same. So when you have both legs same, you can walk properly, isn't it? So this week, that is W-E-E-K, week, means a period of 7 days. Usually starting from the midnight of a Saturday to the midnight of the next Saturday. That is the period which we usually call as a week or a period of 7 days. For example, the event is going to happen this week. Right? In this case, we are talking about an event which is going to take place the week that is going to come next. There are two important words connected with week. They are weekday. When we say weekday, it usually is an official working day of the week. So, any day from Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday are called as weekdays. There is another important word, that is weekend. Weekend usually starts at the evening of Friday and ends in the evening of Sunday. So these two words are usually used along with week. Therefore, I felt I should be talking about these two words. Finally, we are here to talk about the word W-E-A-K, week. When I was explaining W-E-E-K, week, I have used a mnemonic. The same mnemonic I am going to use here. W-E-A-K, week, has two vowels. They are E and A, which are not same. It is something like both our legs are not same, right? When both our legs are not same, then we lack in physical strength. That naturally happens. Therefore, W-E-A-K, weak, means lacking in physical strength. I just used this example to explain the word better to you. It's just a mnemonic. I'm not trying to deride anybody by this example. So, W-E-A-K, weak, means lacking physical strength. The word can be used in many ways. For example, she has a weak memory. That means the person in question cannot remember the things much. Nigeria has a weak economy. That means the Nigerian economy is not strong. It lacks strength in it. The lawyer put forth a weak argument. That means the argument that was made by the lawyer was not convincing at all. It was, it did not have enough strength in it to convince the people. Now let's come to two more interesting words. They are weekly and weekly. W-E-A-K-L-Y, weekly, which is derived from the word W-E-A-K, week, again means exactly the same. It is an adverb here. Weekly is an adverb of week. She spoke very weakly. When we say this, that means we couldn't hear her voice. She had a very feeble voice. So she spoke very weakly. That might have been that the person is tired or the person is not well, etc. Another word, weekly. W-E-E-K-L-Y, again derived from the word week, which means the set of 7 days. Weekly means a thing which happens every week. For example, I, as a kid, used to wait for a weekly called Sudha. I hope I have done justice to all the words that I have taken up today. I shall be coming with few more interesting words like this in my next video. Till I meet you again, do take care of yourselves and spread happiness and knowledge by sharing my videos. This is Dr. Poornima George taking leave of you.